Okay guys, this is our test subject for today. It is the ever so popular and favorite golf ball. As you can tell, that golf ball has an orange sticker on it. We're going to be at approximately 229 yards. Let's get started. Alright guys, here is the Aries BTR Gen2. This is the 4.5 to 27. We're going to listen to the turrets here real quick. Not too bad. Not any slop in those guys. Windage turret. Again. This guy focuses down to 25 yards. Next, we have the Titan. Now this has been on my channel quite a bit. The scope we've used a lot here, especially on the 22s and long range. We'll listen to the turrets. Windage. No slop in those guys, nice and tight. And that guy focuses down to 15 yards. So there's that guy. Now we're going to look at the Helos BTR Gen2. These are lockable turrets, pull up, push down. You can tell these turrets are quite a bit louder than the other two. No slop in those guys. And that one focuses down to 10 yards. Okay, 10 yards. Alright, so that is the Helos BTR Gen2. This is $600. The Titan is $800. And then the Aries BTR is $850. Okay, we're going to be looking at all these downrange, and we'll go from there. Stand by. Alright guys, we have the Aries BTR Gen2 in there. That golf ball is 229 yards, and you can definitely see the orange sticker on that green ball. We'll zoom the camera in here just a little bit. Sharpen up the parallax there, and you can see that orange sticker clearly. Now for $850, this is really good glass for that money. It fills in a couple categories, and we'll do that when we do the compare scope, but right now we're just looking through the glass. So that is the Aries BTR Gen2 4.5 to 27 30mm tube. That's full power. We'll take her on down here. Kind of see what we're looking at there. Nice clean glass, edge to edge is clean. Bring it back up. Fix the focus, or the parallax, sorry. There we go. Alright guys, on to the next. Stand by. Okay guys, here we have the Element Titan. As you can clearly see through the range shine of the camera there, and it's really hard to see that orange dot. And this is why I do these tests. I mean, you can see it barely, but not as good as you could see it through the Athlon. So that kind of gives you an idea of the glass quality of the two scopes there. Trying to get it as clear as possible. I think we'll zoom out just a little bit, and that's not really helping either. Give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, color comparison and clarity. This is the kind of test that I do, that I conduct, to see the differences in the scopes. Now at 100 yards, I couldn't see those differences. I had to go out, like I said, we're at 229 yards right there. And you can see that there's a definite difference in the glass. You can almost see the orange dot, but not quite. So not bashing the Titan, just being real. It is what it is. That's why we do these tests here, and kind of let you guys know the difference. Now, the Titan does have more internal elevation, and we're going to get into the numbers in that here in a little bit. So how much does clarity really impact your decision there? Let's look at the full reticle. Turn all the way down to low power. Zoom back out a little bit. And it's got nice color edge to edge. It's not a bad scope, and has pluses and minuses just like all the others. So kind of a quick look there at the Element Titan reticle. If you guys want to go online and look more of the reticle, you can, but this is simply a glass comparison. I've got the camera zoomed way in there, and you can just barely see that on there. I didn't have to zoom it in that tight with the other scope to get that to pick up that dot. So anyways, guys, there you go. Element Titan 5 to 25. Stand by. Okay guys, this is the Helos BTR Gen2. I hope that this picture is doing this scope justice. We're on 24 power. See if I can get the parallax dialed in a little tighter here. I can tell you straight up that the image quality through this scope versus the Aries BTR was almost identical. The only thing I don't like about this scope versus the Aries is this reticle is a bit heavier, and you can see that. If you run the mill version, have the center dot, it's a little better in my opinion, but I like the MOA stuff. So this is kind of a quick look at that. The color and stuff on this glass for the price is unbelievable. I really like this scope. We're using a lot of these scopes now in competition. So it's just a quick look at that, and we'll go back to the tabletop here in a second and do a little bit more in-depth talk about this guy. But as right now, over the three, I would pick this scope. I like this scope better over the three, other than the reticle. The reticle is just a little heavy. Everything else is what I like in it to have in a scope. So let's go back to the tabletop. Stand by. All right, guys. So that was pretty interesting video there. This video is dedicated to KB86. He asked me to do a comparison video with the Element Titan versus the Aries BTR Gen2. This is a 30mm scope, 34mm scope, and the Athlon Helos is a 34mm scope. So 34, 34, and 30. Let's talk about the Aries BTR first. This guy right here, 30mm tube. It's approximately $850. Sometimes you can find it a little better price. It's got 80 minutes of internal travel and focuses down to 25 yards on your parallax. This guy had some pretty good glass in it, as we've seen. We'll rate him here in just a second. First of all, let's kind of go through the specs. So this one has, a lot of times what I look at is the internal elevation, because I'm a long range guy. If you don't plan on shooting a lot of the XLR stuff, this scope would be a great pick, okay? So again, 80 minutes of internal elevation, focuses down to 25 yards. Those are the main things I look at other than glass quality. Next we have the Element Titan. I've had this on my channel several times, this particular scope. It will be going on the Wall of Fame here at Panther Hollow, just because of the abuse it has endured. I have used this scope, I've abused this scope, and it still works fine. It's not the best glass in the world, but it's good enough. It's good enough to do what I like to do with the 22 and some standard long range stuff. So the Element Titan is $800. It has 90 minutes of internal elevation, and it focuses down to 15 yards. It is a bigger, heavier scope, obviously, than the Aries. So it depends, you know, this could be both hunting and or long range, okay? Not extended long range, but long range. And this could be, you know, you can hunt with this too, but it's just a bit heavier, okay? And bigger and bulkier. So it depends on what you want to do with the two scopes as far as hunting or target shooting, or if you want a mix of both, this guy would fit that mold pretty good. This would too. It just depends on what you want to do with it, okay? So, Element Titan, again, it's just a little, about $50 cheaper than this guy. It does have 10 more minutes of internal elevation and focuses down to 15 yards. Now we're going to talk about the Helos. This is the Helos BTR Gen2. This is the 6-24. It's $600. It has lockable turrets. Has 100 minutes of internal elevation, and it focuses down to 10 yards. So focuses down to 10 yards, has 100 minutes of internal elevation, and has lockable turrets. And the turrets, out of the three, I prefer the feel of these turrets over those turrets. They're not bad. Just a little, that's all preference, guys. And as far as glass quality goes, these two are almost a dead tie, and you'll see that, I hope, in the video. This one here comes lagging in last as far as glass clarity. Now, if I was picking a scope, I would pick the Helos. I like it better out of these two. Out of all these sitting here, the Helos is my pick of of overall reasons, okay? The only place the Helos fails to me is in the reticle. The reticle is a little bit thick, but it's livable. It's not that bad, okay? That was 229 yards we were looking at that golf ball, and it was fine. We have guys shoot our matches that run these scopes and have no issues with the golf ball 500 yards. So just a little bit of reference there. I like this scope second. If I was going to be picking a long range kind of hunting style scope, it would be this guy right here. And I can't wait till they get the center dot reticle out of this guy into the Helos line. That's going to be a great, great option for us MOA guys that don't like the cross. The thing that where the Element has the leg up on these other two scopes, it comes with flip up covers and it comes with a sunshade. These other two scopes don't come with anything in the box other than the scope and a battery. You have to buy that stuff extra. So if you took the sunshade off and the flip up covers off, you know, you're probably looking at that $750 to $725 mark, you know, based on what those items are worth. So just kind of a quick comparison. It does suffer a little bit in the glass category compared to these two guys. But it's still not bad. It's livable. So it really depends on what you're looking for and where your price sets. But price-wise, this one's $600. and it's my pick over these other two for several reasons again. So if you guys haven't watched any of my earlier videos on this scope, you can watch those. I think that's the first time I've attempted to actually video through this, and that's because my little guy right here does not fit over the eyepiece. So this eyepiece is quite a bit bigger than these other two. Gives you a little bit more forgiving eye box. It does a few things for you. So if you guys haven't looked at the Athlon Helos 6-24, it's a great option. You guys keep an eye out for more videos. We do have some more scope giveaways coming up soon. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, this is a viewer asked video. It's KB86. KB, thank you for the idea. I hope I answered your questions there, and I hope that you make an informed decision while you're buying scopes. That's why we do this stuff, is for you guys to make those decisions. So I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate everybody watching the videos. You guys have a great day and stay safe. This is Mike with Panther Hollow Sporting Optics. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.